Hi, my name is Justin Latimer and I'm going to show you a Rome Total War battle replay. This time I'm playing as Germania and the battle map is the Nordic Forest. I believe my opponent is playing as Carthage. So my army is composed of 2 units of Spear Warband. I brought significantly less of them than I usually do, and that is because their sole purpose will be to protect my chosen archer warband from cavalry. I've also brought 2 units of Knight Raiders because they cause fear and intimidation. They're also a very good flanking unit, and they do quite a bit of damage. I brought 4 units of Chosen Archer Warband. They do have upgrades on them, 2 experience each. There's also 1 experience each on this unit of Spear Warband, or just 1 experience on one of them. As they're just going to be a shield for my Chosen Archer Warband, I did not heavily upgrade them. My Barbarian Cavalry in the woods here have 2 experience upgrades on them each. And the army I have backed up here, there's 2 more units of Barbarian Cavalry with experience upgrades, and my general in a unit of Gothic Cavalry. I meant to put him in a unit of General's Bodyguard, but the General's Bodyguard unit card looks pretty much identical to the Gothic Cavalry one. I've also mixed my Knight Raiders with my cavalry because I plan on using my cavalry to shield my vulnerable infantry since I have my Spear Warband employed in the service of protecting my archers, which is a very valuable service. Chosen Archer Warband are very good. It would be a shame to let them be taken out very easily. You can also see that I have bulked up most of my archers on this right side, and that is because that is the side that my opponent's shields will be on. Or actually, it's the side that my opponent's weapons will be on. His shields will be on this side over here, which has less archers. But these guys will help serve to keep the enemy, make them keep their heads down. It's good to hit the opponent from all sides, even if you're hitting directly into armor or a shield or anything like that. It serves as a distraction, it makes the opponent worried. If he makes any adjustments to his strategy, he could accidentally open up a flank, revealing a soft target, and your archers will exploit that easily. So it's good to just keep pounding the enemy with missiles if that's going to be your tactic. I'm already within range of something, and they're elephants, so I'm going to use flaming arrows. They're not only elephants, but they are cataphract elephants. And interestingly enough, my opponent has decided to charge them into my entire army. That is not necessarily a good decision. Well supported with his army, he could probably use them a lot more effectively. But you can see here, he's hitting into the soft side of my army. He went around my Spear Warband. My Spear Warband is doing pretty good against them. Victory seems certain, but they're just having fun with my archers and my Knight Raiders. My cavalry, I'm going to charge my cavalry against them. That is not a good idea, but at this point, I just need to kill them. I also had some cavalry hiding, so I want to encircle them. It's not always about killing elephants when you're fighting them. You want to scare them. All these cavalry, all these infantry, they're going to scare the elephants. Elephants are very timid. As you can see though, I did kill a few of them. There's only 1 left alive right now. It's also routing. And there we go. No more elephants. The cavalry are now celebrating because they defeated the elephants. And that distraction ruined my formation a little bit. You can see now that I am no longer archer heavy on this side. Due to the stress of the battle, I had to reform my archers very quickly from running. They are now in a straight line. My spear warband are not able to cover them all anymore. I'm going to move my knight raiders behind them, mass my cavalry on one flank, because I want to fight the Carthaginian infantry head on with my spear warband, which will pin the enemy, and my cavalry will hit the sides. As you can see, I have my spear warband in a very thin formation. They're not going to hold up very long this way, but they will protect my archers from any cavalry charge that they might have to fight off. And they might not even be able to do that in this thin formation, but I'm hoping my opponent won't know that. One thing about this is the spears they present will be able to take down some of the cavalry. Some of the cavalry may break through though, which is a threat to my morale, but I have scary knight raiders back here, so if a guy does break through there, I'm just going to countercharge with my knight raiders. And it's much better to have these guys charged by cavalry than the knight raiders. I'm going to advance on my opponent as he's moving now. I want him to think that I am quite confident in my ability to win this battle. I'm not particularly sure if I am. Let's take a look at my opponent's army. So we know he brought some cataphract elephants, but he has also brought sacred band. So he's brought 6 units of Sacred Band. They're backed up here with some Sacred Band cavalry, and moving out of the woods here, he has more Sacred Band cavalry. So he has an infantry advantage against me and a cavalry advantage. Not only does he have more infantry, but he has lots of this really good phalanx infantry, Sacred Band. His heavy cavalry are also superior to my cavalry. He does not have any archers though. He has also not brought any slingers or any skirmishers. His army is completely focused on infantry and cavalry. So I'm engaged in a cavalry fight with his Sacred Band cavalry. That went pretty well. I was able to rout both units of his Sacred Band cavalry. As you can see too, with minimal losses to myself. My chosen archer warband is in range of the enemy now. They're now firing normal arrows as opposed to fire arrows, so they will have a faster rate of fire and thus a faster rate of killing. It's quite important for me that I do not get outranged at this point. I'm just trying to pin my opponent right now. I'm also marching my guys out to the flanks because I want to be able to hit these guys from the flanks. My cavalry are also going to have to be able to hit the sides. The opponent's general is just sitting right there. It's a tempting target, but I need to focus on what's at hand right here, and that is the infantry battle. This didn't work out too good for me. Because my Knight Raiders have wrapped around my Spear Warband, they're now ready to be attacked by these Sacred Band. Knight Raiders on this side are doing a little bit better. They've hit a better flank, but their morale is not holding up really well. Defeat seems certain. So I'm going to need to do a charge. He gets his men turned around here, but I'm able to hit the side of these Sacred Band. I do have a cavalry advantage numerically. As you can see, my Spear Warband has thinned out quite a bit. Spear Warband are now routing. That is not good. Cavalry make a nice target for archers. I was able to take down some of those guys. I'm going to send my archers in now because I can see that my opponent's cavalry is now able to charge against them. My infantry might be better served in a hand-to-hand fight.
Your general is in his grave. It would have been better to send the enemy to their ancestors.
Defeat seems certain for my chosen archer warband. They are decent in a hand-to-hand battle, but against these Carthaginian sacred band, they're no match.
The enemy warlord is dead, slain by your brave warriors.
My cavalry were able to take down the enemy general. My barbarian cavalry had that. Do not underestimate light cavalry, especially light cavalry with upgrades. My infantry now is largely composed of my archers. Victory is almost certain for a second there, and then they don't feel it anymore. Some of my guys got around my Carthaginian opponent here. I'm going to send these guys off this way so they can fire into the backs of the opponent. Doing whatever I can to take some guys down now. Hitting exposed sides of the enemy is always good. My Knight Raiders haven't done as good as I was hoping they would do in this battle, but they have reformed a few times. The one unit over here was able to hit the enemy's back, the other unit here was able to hit this unit's side. My opponent doesn't have a whole lot of men left, just these 3 units of Sacred Band. 57 men, 25, and 44. I have less men though. I have 20 archers here, 21 here, and 18 here. I have long range. These guys are decent hand-to-hand, they have good armor. But against my opponent, I am clearly not in a good position to fight hand-to-hand. 23 of my archers here have stopped running, so my 4 units of Chosen Archer Warband are still fighting. They have the enemy surrounded, they are able to fire on them. This unit here is probably doing the best as it's shooting into the enemy's back. 42, 25, and 56. So that's still quite a bit of Sacred Band. My opponent's charging these 2 units, and he's using this one to counterattack against my 1 unit of archers back here. You can see quite a bit of a mess here. Lots of dead Germans, lots of dead Carthaginians. Pretty messy battle. My archers aren't going to be able to win this fight, but I'm going to give it the best I have. These guys no longer have any arrows. I might as well send them in to fight. This unit over here has also been caught. I used a flame arrow volley on them last because I was hoping that might do some morale damage. I'm outnumbered though, 24 against 12 archers. I'm now down to 11. The infantry battle has clearly went into the favor of my opponent. My archers that were over here are now running.
Victory and defeat are the edges of a single sword. This time, the sword cut in favor of the enemy.
And so there we are. Close defeat against Carthage. I brought 997 men, my opponent brought 685. I killed 527 men, he killed 819. Men remaining, I have 152 men remaining, and he has 237. Casualties inflicted, my Gothic cavalry were able to take down 92 men. My my Barbarian Cavalry were able to take down 30 and 15, and the other unit of Barbarian Cavalry, which was hidden in the forest, was able to take down 78 and 50. Spear Warband, 58 and 15. So one unit of Spear Warband did really well. I had to answer the door, so the finishing up here. Good game to my opponent, Fox76. Thank you for watching. I'll have more videos for you soon.